Wanted man engaged police in shootout captured. INDECOM investigating police shooting of man in St. Thomas. Sting 2024 has been postponed. Gayle Cricket Club crowned champions of LP Martin St. Mary Cricket Association. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. The largest one-night show in Jamaica's history, the much-anticipated Sting 2024 stage show, did not take place last night. The postponement was announced Thursday afternoon by Isaiah Leng, head of Supreme Promotions Limited. Leng confirmed that the annual Boxing Day dancehall stage show, which was set for Thursday night at the Jam World Entertainment Center in Portmore, St. Catherine, will not take place as planned due to the withdrawal of the production company for the event. Clear Sound Production Service Group Limited was contracted to provide stage and sound for Sting 2024, and in a release, Link said he was saddened by the turn of events. The postponement is allegedly due to a payment issue. In a release, Leng said a deposit of $1 million was remitted to Clear Sound, and on Tuesday the remaining sum of $6.5 million was deposited via bank transfer. But the public holiday meant the sum has not yet been reflected in the company's account, and this reportedly resulted in a breach of payment policy and the production company withdrew their service. More than 30 artists were slated to perform at the event. Clear Sound in a rebuttal said as of the 24th of December, they only received $1 million in 3 installments and a photo showing about $6.5 million, but to that date, no more than the $1 million shows in their account. Social media right now is having a field day with this no-show. Vendors attached to the Constant Spring Market in St. Andrew were left fuming after turning up to padlock gates on Wednesday. The vendors turned up to the market expecting to benefit from the anticipated increase in sales during the Christmas season. The vendors said they were advised by the security guard on duty that there would be no access to the property. A man who escaped police custody on Friday, November 29th was apprehended during an operation on Frontier District St. Mary on Christmas Eve. He is 31-year-old O'Shane Scott, otherwise called Chin Chin, a laborer of Manchester Lane, Cox Street, Port Maria in the parish. According to reports, Scott was walking along Warner Street, also in the parish, about 8:04 p.m. when the police saw him and asked him for his identity, which he failed to provide. He was accosted and taken into custody, where he was later identified. Meanwhile, 2 men were taken into custody on Monday after they were found with an illegal firearm in Yorktown in Clarendon. The police said they seized the Browning 9mm pistol fitted with a magazine containing 13 rounds during an operation. And it's reported that about 4:45 p.m., the police were on patrol in Yorktown when 2 men were seen sitting under a tree along the road. Upon the approach of the police, the men reportedly started acting in a manner that aroused the suspicion of the officers. The men were searched and the firearm removed from a bag one of them was carrying. They were both arrested. A wanted suspect who reportedly fired on a police party which went in search of him in St. Anne on Christmas Day is now in police custody. The man surrendered to the police shortly after he allegedly engaged them in a shootout and fled his community in Steer Town. Lenroy Goldburn, otherwise called Oil or Bumpy, a 41-year-old mason of Church Lane in Green Bay, Steer Town, St. Anne, has since been charged with shooting with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and discharge of firearm. The police reported that about 9:50 a.m. Wednesday, a police team went into Church Lane in Green Bay, Steer Town in search of Goldburn, who was wanted for questioning. Upon reaching a section of the community, the police said they saw a child who immediately shouted, "Daddy, police!" The police said Goldburn, who was sitting on a rock near a house, immediately stood up, pulled a firearm, and fired at them. The fire was returned, but Goldburn managed to escape in nearby bushes. About 45 minutes later, while the cops were still in the Green Bay area, a woman brought the suspect to them and told them he said he didn't want to be killed, and he was taken into police custody. Goldburn is reportedly wanted for murder in Clarendon. Criminal element Travis Ellis, the man charged for the murder of retired journalist Barbara Gayle, has now confessed to the killing. Ellis reportedly confessed to the crime while giving a caution statement to detectives of the Criminal Investigations Branch on Tuesday. He told investigators he killed the veteran journalist for her Mercedes-Benz motor vehicle that had been parked in her yard at the Caymanas Club Estate housing scheme in St. Catherine. He said he had planned to sell the vehicle. Ellis was then charged with murder and robbery with aggravation, and he's scheduled to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court next week. Miss Gayle was found dead at her residence on December 17 with her body showing multiple stab wounds. The Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM is probing the circumstances surrounding the fatal shooting of a man in St. Thomas on Wednesday by the police. He has been identified as 24-year-old Tivon Forbes, a laborer of Hearties, Yallas in the parish. According to police report about 2:40 a.m., a team of officers assigned to the Yallas police station armed with a warrant conducted a search at the home of Forbes, who was wanted in a case of malicious destruction of property. Noises were reported heard coming from an abandoned building, and the police went to investigate. Forbes was found sleeping inside the building. A constable entered and attempted to apprehend him, which led to a struggle, and it further reported that another constable went to assist, but Forbes grabbed onto his M16 rifle, causing him to fall. The police said in fear of his colleague being disarmed, the constable who was initially struggling with Forbes shot him. Forbes was pronounced dead at hospital. On to sports, Gayle Cricket Club was crowned champions of the LP Martin St. Mary Cricket Association 35 over elite competition when they defeated Jacks River by 10 wickets in a one-sided final on Sunday. Jacks River were asked to take first strike after losing the toss and were bundled out for a paltry 48 runs. Gayle opted to open the bowling with an all-spin attack comprising two St. Mary's Parish slope bowlers. These are not pace bowlers as is customary, and boy did it work. Spin bowler Jihan Murdoch took 4 for 13 and Marlon Byfield 3 for 11 destroyed Jacks River batsmen. Former Jamaica Under-17 representative Ian Ennis also chipped in with 2 wickets for 3 runs with his medium pace. And at the prize-giving ceremony, St. Mary's rising batting star Zandai Williams received cash prize and a bat for being the top batsman and leading run scorer for the tournament. And if you missed the news on this station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, hit the notification bell and subscribe. And that's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bounce. I gone.